At some point I'll have to switch out the, my little intro cards, my little pictures that I use for the introduction. Let's see if I can get this to like a manageable audio level. I'll say that's fine. Because Jackie's, and yeah, I'll have to change him because Jackie's face is different. Anyway, this is the At the Ends of Eras development stream. We are listening to the Strawberry Jam Celeste Mod soundtrack Volume 5. And what I'm going to show you is, let's see. Let's show off this. So I was making a little modified version of Godot. Just basically, it was a bit of a cut twice, measure once sort of situation. Because I basically just deleted as much as I possibly could. And as it turns out, if you just delete a bunch of code and don't test in between, you can have bugs. So I actually had to do some Git surgery to get it to not crash instantly when it started up. But it should start up. It just takes a long time for it to load because of I think the asynchronous shader compilation or something like that. It just takes its sweet time. But anyway, the big things with this, the changes were more or less completely arbitrary. Hang on, I'm going to lower the volume a little bit more. But yeah, nothing externally changes. All of it was basically internally restructuring stuff so that it's more, I think, more efficient. But there were some issues with it, so if we go to, like, none of these material previews work anymore, or at least this little thumbnail isn't generated to do anything. Even though, like, as we can see here, they still work pretty well. Or they still, like, 3D preview. Oh, they don't 2D preview either. No, they should. Hang on. That's just incorrect. And also, I thought there was a bug where I couldn't press F5 to start the game, but I guess maybe there's some other, like, transient issue. But anyway, the game runs and performs basically the same. I think it might be a little faster, just because basically most of what I did, this is getting pretty in the weeds of it, but I replaced most of the virtual functions with non-virtual functions. Hi, welcome back to the stream. But anyway, I hacked this up a little bit too much, so I'm gonna not use this version for now. Plus, also a lot of the changes were like just dramatically changing the code for the sake of it, and they didn't really help anything. But I'll show one of the interesting changes that I made to the regular Godot branch. I'm doing good. How are you? Oh wait, whoops. Did I not switch? Oh no, I don't think I actually switched anything. Oh well, basically I just showed off a different version of the engine. Well, now I'll have to review the footage. Hang on. No, I want to show off the engine because it was cool. So I have a little modified version called NP Godot. Was I really not showing any of this? Did I accidentally switch from window to intro? Actually, this might be longer. Well, no. But anyway, if I didn't show it, this is basically good, except for my previews are slightly off. And these little preview textures are off. So I think it's just something I did with the shader code, probably. But anyway, the other thing that I did for this regular branch I decided I should actually figure out what's slow before I just start hacking up code to try to make things faster. So internally, I've started adding little things to the code. So if we look for profile, now there's this little macro that I put in a bunch of functions. Oh. And if we go to it, it creates this little profile marker. So this is sort of a fun C++ profiling thing that I wanted to try. Basically, all it does is when you create it, it keeps track of what function it is and the actual like time that it was created through this performance counter, which is, I've heard, not super performant, but yeah. Hi. Welcome back. And then when the profile marker is destroyed, then it keeps, that marks the end time of the function. So then it just puts that on a little list. And then I can just log all of those at once and wipe it each frame. So what that turns into let's start this up. And this, I'm making this little profiler just because Godot's profiler is very coarse and it's designed basically just for scripting language stuff. Yeah, I basically just wanted something that was basically as precise as I can get. And query performance counter isn't super accurate just because, you know, it counts CPU cycles, so if it's multi-threaded and the cores are different, running at different rates, it'll be different performance and stuff like that. But Godot is mostly single-threaded, so I think it'll work. Plus, I just need, like, the relative performance. So, like, we can see here, running okay. Let's go to chunk 124, where it runs a little bit slower. It's actually running decent. And let's also set the time. Just so I know where it is. Or just so it's not so dark. Okay, so that gives us, let's see what we got in the profiler. So now there's these new logs that I've made. And basically, if we look at the logic in main, it just does if, you know, every 2048 frames, or if the frame time was more than 30 milliseconds, it logs these function calls to the to a little file. So like this is just, so here's a slow frame. Yeah, this isn't any sort of live profiling or anything, because basically I'm just interested in, well, I guess not affecting the performance while I'm playing too much, because I just need to examine it like in detail. So eventually I might have a lot more functions, and I'll have to restructure it at some point, or I guess just make some sort of parser for it, because it dumps the files here in the order of when the function exits. So like draw starts and then begin frame starts. And we can see here, it's probably going to be exactly what I'm thinking it is, which is the reflection probes. Yeah, I think. No, okay, so this one is draw viewports. So we go from 45,000 ticks to 493,000 ticks. So that starts. So setup reflections goes quick. Filling render list goes quick. Render list, the first one. Render list, the second one. Render scene. Where's the long... What's taking so long here, actually? Okay, it is render scene. Okay. Yeah, it's this first render list. So, nothing too fancy. So the numbers are basically just the starting ticks and the ending ticks of the function. So like the physics step, it started at tick 7,000 ticks after the frame began, and it ended in 5,000 frames. So it's pretty good. And then and then there's another tick or physics step, because if the frame rate is going too slowly, it has to run multiple physics steps in the frame, which also sort of has a feedback loop of then, well, the frame rate's probably going to be slower than like this one, where it had to run it like 8 times, and by the time it ran it, it was already going too slow. Like this is already 1/10 of a second. Or, no, this is probably like 10 milliseconds. So the reason I don't make it the total is because I need it's because I need to see which function called which other one. So what I would do eventually is I would have some sort of processor or some sort of like application that I can open this up into, because then it can know like, okay, it called this frame at this time, and then this one must have called this one because it starts after it. So having the start and the end time means that I can actually like see the order in which things were called. Like, this isn't just a render list, this is the render list that was called by the render scene depth prepass, I think? No, that's not right. This was the render list that was called by... Which one was this called by? This one. Yeah, it's hard to read just because this is like the raw log output. So eventually I would probably make like a viewer in Godot to actually see this, and then it would like organize them properly. Like it would do like because it could just read this log and then derive things like, oh, I just realized I'm viewing this in Notepad, so I can't. Let's not save that. Let's actually open this up. Yeah, and Godot does have like you can get ticks in microseconds, but since I'm trying to get it down to 144 FPS, that leaves me only 6 milliseconds, so I should probably just start from 6,000 microseconds, which isn't, well, I guess it would get me reasonably close. Or I wouldn't lose too much precision if I used it, because it's currently, this is like, I think each of these ticks is like 1/10 of a microsecond. Because we can see here, this is the number of microseconds the frame took, and this is where draw ended. So 100,000 versus 10,000. Yeah, I'll probably drive myself crazy trying to figure these out. Like, why did this one take nearly 1/5 of a second? Like, these steps took super long. Or this one, well, no, these didn't take too long. Actually, I don't know what happened with this. Oh, I see. Well, for one thing... Okay. So I've seen a few different things so far, so I'm actually going to note this down. So I've seen reflection probes are often really long, so I want to see if I can figure out different ways of making them better. Then also, sometimes... Like, because that was like, what, 150 milliseconds? Yeah, it was... The frame was barely 1/10 of a second, so it was already a little slow. No, wait, no. I keep not understanding what I'm doing. Oh well, basically, this took a lot of time. And it wound up with the frame taking nearly a quarter of a second, which is kind of ridiculous. And it was just this function, because this one currently isn't profiled to call anything else, or check anything else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when it loads chunks, it does, like, it does a lot of these, which is, I think I can figure out how to get these to, like, reduce down to, like, one call or something. Though, actually, that might not help very much. But, yeah. And here, I think this is also another place where it's loading a chunk. So I will have to see, because, actually, yeah, I guess it's actually in between these two, so it wouldn't matter too much. I just have to figure out what's in here, and probably just load smaller chunks. I'll just say that. And with that also, I can probably get the regular profiler in here. Yeah, I think I'll make like an editor plugin that can load it. Because it's a pretty simple format and it's pretty easy to get what I want, because basically it just has to compare the start time of like later functions and sort them and like organize. Yeah. I think I know the algorithm that I could use to do that. I'll just have to do that at some point. But actually, let's close this for now, because today I'm just going to go back to level design. Because I have this big empty space and I have no idea what to do here. So I'm going to switch to... There we go. That song was a bit much. Alright. Let's go back to... I'll review what I've done, or what I did on Saturday, to get myself back in like the mindset, and also to see how long it takes me to do it. So let's see, it's 5:54 now. Also, there's something, hang on, there's something weird with the rolling there. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. So this little thing is placeholder, I'll have to figure that out. And also, item. RDTSC. Yeah, I'll look into that, because yeah, I've heard that the query performance counter isn't very strong, or isn't very accurate. And I'll have to get rid of these external bits of the level. Well, I guess that's just an empty room. That shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't mind too much, because I'm only interested in basically the relative times. Because I know the overall frame time, for example, so... You know, if the frame time was, like... You know, not 144 FPS, then I can look at the CPU cycles to see what was taking the bulk of the time. So this is one where I need to figure out more stuff to do in this level. And probably, well, because I don't know if, like, just having just a long platform like this is really exciting. I think what I might do here is just do, like, an aesthetic pass. Like, just have, like, neat art assets in here. Like, I can figure out, like, what this place was. For, like, as people. What they did here. Okay, so it took me about 4 minutes to do all that. So that's not a lot of content, but it was also, you know, I was kind of speedrunning it. So I'll have to figure out... I think there's more secrets. I should have spent some time figuring out what I was going to put in here. I guess maybe I can just figure out what I would want this to be used for. I'm gonna add these. I'm gonna move them to the interior 3. Wait, I'll keep that. Okay, I'll keep that about the same. I guess I'll just make something that looks cool. And see if I get any ideas for what the player's actually going to do here. So the gimmicks so far have been water, shooting or hitting switches, these little collapsing platforms, What if I just have a bunch of these? I keep thinking about, like, performance and stuff, but honestly, like, it's more important that the game exists than it performs well. But I like fiddling with code and performance and stuff like that, and making numbers go, making numbers get smaller. So I guess I'll just have to, like, do the hard work of designing levels before I get to indulge myself with, more optimization and profiler stuff. Okay, this is kind of fun. What if I just make it so the player has to, like, wall jump a bunch in here? Well, I guess I'll need to... Soon I'll need to get the camera behaving better in these confined spaces. Because I've mentioned that a few times, but... Also, Jackie's face looks okay, but every time I, like, go in to look at her face, I accidentally look at her boobs. But her face looks okay-ish here. I still have to do some more work on the modeling. But okay, how do we get up here? What do we do here? I keep forgetting that I don't need to stop the game. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. And even though I make these, I guess, yeah, because there's a lot of things that I have to consider, like also, if I really wanted to do better at designing these levels, I would need to consider what abilities the player has gotten from elsewhere. Because the player can get things that invalidate these platforming challenges, like increased stamina and, like, other weapons that give you more powers. Why can't I grab this? So that's a fiddly little platform. Oh, you can just climb up this. Okay, I might make the player do that. Because I do want the player to understand that, when they're on the ground, they can start climbing steeper slopes than when they're in the air. Like, they can't climb this if they jump onto it, but they can if they walk up to it. And that's sort of a... It's sort of a strange mechanic, but I hope it's not too unintuitive for players. Because the way I think of it is like, well, you couldn't climb either if you were falling. Though I also need to fix the animations for it. Actually, let's... hang on. What's my state here? Okay, so it stays in climb. 0.5.8. I don't know what that is. Oh well. I am getting plenty of data from my profiler, though, since the frame rate is so slow. Well, actually, it's generally faster than 30. So I guess not too much. Okay. Let's see if I can still get up to these. No. I've broken them. I guess I never completed my thought on level design. So I guess in this game, these levels are pretty linear, but yeah. Figuring out how the player is actually going to, or what the player is going to have, and how to make it interesting. If the player already has, like, this gun, for example. You know, because then they don't need to climb, they can just do this. Hmm. Okay, there'll be neat stuff here. Let's put a crawly. Just a few of them, I guess, hidden around here. And hopefully they can navigate these little gaps. So I'm just going to start throwing in reflection probes. So these are all only going to be visible from the inside of the environment, so I can just make them as big as I want. I'm going to make this one more like yellow. Oh, right. This actually... So this little drop-off makes this dramatically easier, because I can do... So if I do this... I can just have 2 reflection probes here. Figure that out later. Yeah, basically, once the player enters this, it then starts loading these reflection probes here. And I guess it'll be right when the player gets into this hallway, maybe. If I can figure that out. Or this little vent. I think what I'll try is making it so the player has to go around this environment and then probably cross these. Let's do that now. So these will all be there. And let's just have it go all the way out. Also, I think another refactor I'm going to do pretty soon is I have this little distance visible script. But I can just, now that I'm actually editing things, it'd be pretty easy, I think, to just make, where's that LOD thing? I don't know where it is. Oh well. I can just put it in C++, basically. I think if I put 3 lights here, the player will probably notice. Now I just need to figure out how the player's going to get up here. And I'm kind of thinking, it'd be funny if this puzzle was just incredibly hard. Like, just like this big, like, multi-step puzzle. And I'll leave this here and try to make it so the player can't get to this thing, because I want it to be a tricky little platforming thing. What is that? Where are those joined? Because basically it's supposed to be that the player can only or that the player has to high jump up to here. But can I... Okay, so I can do that. Let's move this up then. Oh, right. Crushed to death. Okay, so now I can get up here through this. Can't get up there through that. That's good. Now I need to figure out the actual, like, level here. Because that was, like, the funny little, like, divergent stuff. Let's just start putting little random boxes and stuff. So once the player's up here, where do they go? There could be a switch in here, a particularly dastardly switch. Maybe. So that gives me this. And so you can't shoot it from down here. And you can't shoot it from up here, or over here either. And I guess if I put... I could control it from either side. But what does this give me? So I can do that. Also, I'm going to adjust the volume of this thing. Unit dB, unit size. Let's make that bigger. Max dB. 1. Also, why is this not in the... I don't know why that was there. Okay, now it's quieter. And it should maintain that volume from further away. Also, I'm going to make it so that when it fails to emit... Let's try something. So set on. Oh wait, hang on. I can do this through, so if switch on... So if we aren't forcing it to switch, which basically means it's automatic, which is done through this, and we aren't... Yeah, and it changes. We can do this. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is, play this, scale. What do I need to do? Speed? I'm gonna make it lower. Pitch scale. So this way the player gets some audio and visual indication. Let's do, so let's see, this should change it. Oh, I just realized why an audio stream player is not convertible to audio stream player 3D. It's because an audio stream player 3D has to inherit from spatial, and an audio stream player 2D can't inherit from spatial. It has to inherit from node 2D. Okay, that's pretty clear. Yeah, there we go. And then once the camera isn't janking out, it'll be pretty good. Though probably in the future I'll make a separate sound effect for those too. Like a more truncated, like actually sounding like a switch that's being flipped or something. But okay, now that I have that, I need to figure out what the switch actually does. Because I want it to be something where the player has to go back and forth multiple times. So let's think about this. And I can move these as well. Because these are, yeah, these are kinematic bodies. So let's do... Let's say the switch is this way. And so there's a bunch of stuff around it. So there's these platforms that are above it. Let's make it a bit more abstract. So there's, yeah, these platforms. And then I want the player to... Say there's a platform that goes from here to here. When you hit the switch. Or I guess it'll already be here. Because what's going to happen is, when you flip it, it'll go down to here. And therefore not be usable anymore, or useful anymore. No, I think I want this the opposite way. Hang on. How do these work? It goes door, then D switch. I think. Platforms, door, switch. Okay. So I want there to be a couple things here. I want the player to have to be in a particular position, and I want them to have to jump onto a platform as it's moving. I'm also going to remove this, because I know what this is. And I'll just put that somewhere else. Actually, you know what? Let's move this up to the fourth floor. That way I can just do whatever I want with that. Alright, let's just scatter these about. So I want some way for the player to be able to jump onto these, but I'll have to figure that out. I have no idea what I'm doing. I hope that I can just create a challenge, or just create some, like, bizarre sequence of things that happens, and then make it so the player has to go up using it. I mean, maybe not knowing the solution to the puzzle is a great way to design puzzles, because then I have to figure it out too. Let's see, what's this one? This one's going to be 16. That way I can make this one match it. I just realized the easiest way to do it would be to get on one of these and then hitch a ride up this thing. Unless... what if I put these right above it? Let's make this one flip upside down. Let's see how this looks. Huh? Oh. What was that? Why did this... No? Hang on. Oh. What? How did those even... I don't even know how those got there. Okay. Alright, untoggled. Or arc toggled goes to on toggled. And now I have some contrived arbitrary thing that I have no idea how it's gonna work. Wait, and it's not synced to frames. Hang on. Sync those to physics. Oh, this would be... Wait, actually... How do I aim at this thing? Wait, why did that fling me? Hang on. That's not good. This thing's... are... maybe they shouldn't be synced to physics? Okay, so if I can keep on... What is that motion? It's like flinging me when they spin or turn around or whatever. Also, I need these enemies to reset on player death. Where are they? Huh? Let's have the door be the last thing. So there's going to be more of these guys just because I want the player to have to work for their ammo. They reset on player death and they're going to be like 0.6 ammo rate. Oh. Did I make sure they do reset on player death? And they have no collision. Well, this is an entirely new... Hang on. I'm sure that's just because... I'm sure that's not a bug that I've introduced from some code that I didn't... or that I forgot that I changed. Okay, so what happened? I think it was that I died. Let's reset. Let's kill it and then reset. Okay. I think it was just the live debugger not quite working right. I know what I need to do. I want to move these a bit further out, so let's go back to here. So these should be symmetrical, because otherwise this confuses me too much. Or it's too hard to hit these. I'm going to try keeping these synced to physics, because that's generally good. Oh. I want that switch to be a bit easier to see from here, because I can't tell if it's like... Okay. So now I'm up here. I think what I want is for there to be another layer. So for there to be something that you have to hit from here. Maybe something to do with these platforms. But maybe not. Okay, that'll be pretty fun, I think. Alright, let's do, so about there. Actually, I want these to be even more arbitrary. For it to be more like higher up. So like there before they do anything. But how does this actually, like... I guess the player has to jump from here to wait, no. So once the player's here, what stops them from just shooting the switch and hopping on this thing? I guess it has to go faster. Let's just make this... Just for aesthetic appeal, I want these to finish a little bit later. And these two also can finish a little bit later. I should have figured out if these actually make any sense gameplay-wise. Okay. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to try to cheese it by just shooting the platform and then hopping on the thing, the whatever it's called. Hmm. This is fun. I can't believe there was a point where I wasn't going to have any moving platforms. Okay. I might need to... I'll have to adjust where I put those, platforms. Alright, let's get some more bullets. And hopefully the player catches on that these enemies drop bullets. Oh wait, I was gonna try to cheese it first. No, that's too fast for the player. In fact, that's probably too fast for the puzzle that I've intended to design. Actually, let's hang on a minute. This one seems like it'd be pretty easy to do. Yeah, there we go. Oh. I have to be able to do this. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it's so janky, but okay. And that's not, well, that's not bad, I suppose. Why can I, hang on, why can I see it from here, but not here? Oh wait, no, it's because the switch is that direction. What if I just push it around a little bit? Or just like figured out, is this symmetrical? Oh wait, no, these are the wrong ones. I don't care about these ones. So like this seems pretty dang spot on in the center. I guess it's because you aim at the point there. This will be unbelievably fiddly. Yeah, I don't think there's a way that I'm gonna make that work with that until I figure out something else. Wait, I can do 4 wall jumps? Oh wait, no, it's 3 wall jumps and a ledge grab. Yeah, no. I think that's, what can I do to make that easier? I guess I could push these so that the player can actually, like, see them. Yeah, that's probably the answer. Or can actually, like, so they don't have to jump off of this thing to get there, because jumping onto the platforms that are moving in transit will already be tricky. Let's see, does this actually get you? So if you shoot it, and then boom, so you have to jump onto this while that's moving. Okay, I think that's doable. Whether or not the player is actually going to be able to understand what's happening is another question. But oh well. I want these places to feel like... Well, I guess I don't mind if the game is a bit more difficult, just because, at least this first version, I'm not going to be selling it for money. Not a fan of that. Also, I should add something that the player can get, like optional things for each of these little areas. So that way the player feels like they're exploring, like, this chaotic nonsense world. Okay. And I think I don't mind if it's easy to cheese this one, because it's going to be much harder to cheese the other one. So having this be easy to, like, get back up to speed on. Hang on. What's this? I don't think I want that. Maybe I want it like this, maybe? I know. I want... No, I want this to go like that. Yeah, I think this gets me closer to what I want. Because I want it to, yeah, I want it to slow down there, and then speed up and slow down. Okay. Because it's falling too fast for the player to actually do anything out of that. And I think in this room, if the player's out of ammo and all the enemies are dead, I should make a tutorial hint. So I'm going to put that in my 113. Floor 3. And I still want Riley to be able to, like, sit by and, like, say hi to you when you're around here. Maybe Riley will seem like a competent character if she's, like, always one step ahead of you. Like, you know, she just teleports here. I'll have to figure out how to deal with this. How do I deal with that now, though? Oh, put it in bugs. Put it in bugs. Make player ledge grab. You transformed, not just location. Because basically, I know what's happening there, where it doesn't take into account rotation of the object. Yeah, I need to fix that. It'll make this significantly easier, because then when I actually ledge grab, it won't keep doing that and, like, put me in the center of it. Yeah, because now... Oh. Almost there. Okay, I gotta fix that right now. That's pissing me off. Where is, ledge local transform. So does it do... Where's the wall? Where's the... Wall check global transform origin. What is wall check? Wait. Oh wait, no, this is fine. So I can just do check cast, and then I'm gonna do, cast out is colliding. Oh wait, I still need these parentheses. For if valid, wall equals ledge local transform equals cast dot get. Oh wait, no. It equals collision point. What is this? I need to go from world space to the space of the global object, so relative to it. So I think it would be held, let's just do bar dot global transform, fine, times that. Okay. And then let's do ledge local position. Oh, I already have ledge last transform and ledge local position, I think. Alright, well let's just... Oh, I already... Yeah, okay. I have everything that I've already said that I did. Oh well. Let's change this logic. Actually, okay, hang on. No, I already did this. Okay. Because if we do ledge last transform. Okay, the new transform is the global transform. The old position is this. The new position is this. Okay, so I'm doing exactly what I was intending to do. And then you move and collide, new position, old position. So it's just, I'm just grabbing in the wrong place, I guess. What if I put a, hang on, layer, okay, let's do dot mesh equals slash mesh dot global transform dot origin equals new position. So now I need to see where I'm grabbing the ledge. Like, what exactly is the reference point and how is it rotating relative to everything? Because I don't like the player getting stuck in geometry. And I was hoping I just hadn't implemented the behavior I wanted. Okay. That is... So I see a failure here. Which is, it's not relative to where I'm grabbing, it's relative to my position. Oh, no. What is this? Last ground origin. Oh, no, that's fine. That last ground origin is just something else. Okay. This is what I want. And so I do this correctly. So I need to set ledge last transform. Better. Yeah, no, that's not correct. And in fact, I know why. So I know where the issue is now. It's because I have this stuff. So let's snap to ledge. Times. Because this stuff should be done way before this. It should be done in check ledge. Or check cast. Let's do if valid and not ledge. So this will be not this. Cast.get collision point. So then anytime we're not in ledge grab, let's do something special. So exit effects. State.ledge hang. And ledge grab. This work? Okay, this works, I think. No, it doesn't. Oh, okay, it's because okay. I see why I did that. Alright, let's see if this works. So basically now, instead of transforming the player's position relative to it, it transforms where the player grabbed the ledge relative to the object, which I think... Well, that's the correct move. I don't know what I was doing. Because that would have, like, rotated the player weirdly. Like, if it's just, like, Like, in certain scenarios, it wouldn't negatively impact things, but I can imagine, like, in this scenario specifically, it should cause issues. Hang on. What is this? Change. Snap to ledge. What is ledge cast? What is ledge ref? Position. Let's just do, snap to ledge should be cast position, new position, what should it be actually? Oh wait, no, okay, I see. Yeah, because now it's doing what I want. Okay. That should be good, maybe. Because, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, that explains exactly why I was seeing the issue I was seeing. Because basically, the player was, Let's do this. I want to diagram this out, because it's kind of interesting. So basically, what I had before, let's say this is a platform. The player's grabbing here, and they're like... This is their origin, so... This is the player. So when it rotates like this, what I wanted was for the player to be... Well, I should do it the right way. Basically, the player was grabbing here with this origin, and then when it rotated, I wanted them to maintain this position, so I guess grabbing here, so I guess, well, yeah, so that would at least give the player the ability to jump up. It's not quite right. Hang on, this music's a little bombastic. Ah, well, whatever. So I wanted this to be here, but what was happening is it was relative to this. So it was maintaining, instead of maintaining this distance, so like here's our origin and here's this, it was maintaining this distance. So it was putting the player here. Because this is the, because it was taking the player's position relative to the object and preserving that, when I want it to take this grabbed position and maintain it relative to it. Okay. Now I understand. I don't know why I thought that was the way to go about that, honestly. And also I need to figure out why my moving platforms are kind of jank. And honestly, I should just make these... I'm gonna make these like an inch taller, these little building things. Because these are just far enough. Yeah, they're not quite in the right position. Yeah, there we go. See? That's what I wanted. And it's a little jank. But it works, at least. It lets the player platform, and that's really what it's all about at the end of the day. So now let's hide that. And that'll be yet another debug thing that I can always have available. Have I actually ever... Hang on. I don't think I ever... Okay, that's pretty easy now. Oh well. Hopefully the player can figure that out. And then, where do you go from there? Okay, but now that it's not janking out, that's pretty good. Yeah, much better. You do have to do a couple ledge jumps to actually get on this thing, though. And I should probably figure out, well, nah, I don't care if the player ledge grabs onto something, that it's legit for the rest of their little journey. Oh. Alright, this is good. And then when the player's up here, they have to do something else. Still wonder if that flickering shows up on the recording. I think my GPU's going out. I'll say the player has to like get up to something else over here. Like they have to do some fiddly jumping, and then if they don't do the jumping, they have to do the puzzle again, because I'm a jerk. And I want them to understand what this means. I also like how it kind of doesn't feel super intentional either. Like it feels like things are supposed to be I don't know exactly. I'm also going to move these. These. Make it feel a little more organic still. Or like you have to move on platforms while they're moving, so it doesn't feel quite like a discrete like puzzle to me. It feels more like these are moving in this way for some reason that like is unknown. And the player is just like exploiting that movement to, hop from one to the other. I think if I made it look a little more intentional, or like had these platforms going places, it would be, it'd feel more like that. Enhance the feeling of like the player isn't using the space in the way that it was designed to be used, even though they are. Yeah, so let's have it go like this way. Let's add like a spatial like environment tower. Then I'll also have tower exterior. Let's get that out of here. And now I still need to figure out, like, where the secrets are going to be. Let's get, so that's good. CSG box. So I think this will match this. And it'll be like, ah, okay, so this is, you know, so now it's some sort of thing that reaches here. I kind of want to put, hang on. Can I put this... What if I just make this higher? Like, I can make this ceiling higher. Just a few meters. Yeah, there we go. And these will be fine to just zoop up. And this way, I can have this, and it doesn't actually let the player gain any, like, height inappropriately, like outside of the puzzle. Oh, these are, like, screwed up. I didn't... Okay. I didn't design these quite right. Or didn't put them in the right place. Oh well, good thing if they go down further, they barely do it. Well, oh no. Oh no, they break my lovely little platforming thing. Well, yeah, okay, let's add... I can save this. There we go. Good as new. Let's see if I can get up there. Or, like, actually, like... How would the player... Uh-oh. That'll disrupt my, Oof. Okay. And that can also help, that can also get the player over here sooner than I'm intending. Though I will need to figure out, let's see. Okay, can the player just roll jump to here then? Yes, they can. Alright, so I need that to be... maybe the opposite direction? I can just move this around. Tragic. Once I get up there, I'm gonna just use cheats and save. And the player's not allowed to do that, because the player's not me. This is my way of padding out the game... the game time. Wait, how do I... Can I just... Oh, wait, hang on. Actually, I'm even gonna save on solid ground. Nope. Alright, so I definitely can't roll jump over the here. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I wonder if I can teach the player how to high jump somewhere else. Or, like, have an earlier side puzzle. I'm trying to brainstorm, like, techniques that I can do to make the camera not intersect with things. Okay, and if the player can manage to get up to there, then they can just jump over here. Though I guess it's not terribly difficult to do that. It's just like knowledge, I guess. That you can high jump off of these things. Oh well. Let's also make both of them not active by default. I want the player to have to do this. But I might not do that. Well, no. This is the tutorial level, and the tutorial should teach the player that the game is hard. Because I want to make a hard game. Alright. So now if the player hasn't been paying attention, they can't progress, maybe. Maybe I'll put some, like, I'll put a falling platform here. And it'll be, But how do I incentivize the player to still do this instead? I guess I can just have one going the opposite direction. So, you know, there's also one going this way. Oh, that's pretty easy, actually, to just roll jump there. It should be too far to roll jump. And I think I've run out of music yet again. That thing fell. Oh yeah, if it falls, the player's just kind of screwed. They have to reset. All right. What other soundtrack can I put on? Oh. There we go. That's a little harsh. So I guess this one has to be a meter closer, maybe 2 meters. Oof. That's a good sound. I haven't heard that sound in a while. Or made that sound in a while. A sigh of relief from having just barely scraped by on a platforming challenge. Alright, this is coming together like a little level now. This is what I was missing, like verticality, chaos. Trying to figure out what you're supposed to do. Because I did see a tweet recently from another game dev talking about how they were kind of sick of like the 4-step game design or level design thing, where basically you introduce a concept and then you like very slowly evolve it out in like all the possible permutations, and then you finally give the player like an actual challenge. So maybe this will be not, well, this is pretty much that still, because I introduce all these concepts like those and like shooting the platforms to make a move and jumping on them. But maybe like just throwing the player at the deep end after just telling them how to swim is probably, well, it's a deliberate choice on my part that to do it. So if people don't like it, they'll just have to deal with it. But I didn't spend so much time making moving platforms work just to not have the player try to scramble on top of chaotically moving platforms. Okay. Let's see. So from here, I want something... And if the player falls, they have to do it all over again. Maybe I should be a little nicer about that. Then again, what if I'm just not? You know, I'm allowed to cheat because I don't know what I'm even doing yet. I'm just aimlessly jumping off the ledge. I know. Oh, right. These things don't have... Hang on. I need to make it so that these things, do this. And then what I'll do is, if on body entered... is... If you just jump on it, or if you hit it... Yeah, from there. That'll be fine. Oh, right. It's because... Okay. So this will be an optional little challenge to get, another little candy. Alright, what do I have? Let's put on Pichet Studio Set 1996. I'll just put that in the chat. Let's turn this up a little bit until it gets too loud for my brain. Alright, there we go. Actually, I assume it's gonna pick up soon, so let's... Alright, good enough. I fiddled too much. I like this, like, symmetrical, like, stuff. Wait, did this not... Okay, I need to now change this. So if body is player body and body.velocity greater than, let's do like 1.0. And also let's do and less than. So if the player is jumping and they're lower than the center of the mass. I know, I'll put a checkpoint over there so that way, once the player gets there, then they can come back here and do this. If I can... Let's not have all these reset, or print out stuff. Wait, these things don't collide with each other? Why is that? Oh, I just remembered. These things are, okay, I know why. It's because these things are, what do we call it? Wait, why? Hang on, why do these things have a collision shape like that? When I could just do a regular collision shape, or like a, Oh wait, no, I know why. It's because I wanted the player to be able to grab this ledge, because I didn't want to make just a cylinder shape. Okay, but that's fine. So this thing... Why did I design this like... Oh yeah, okay. That's all fine and good. It just needs to have that, this layer. So that way it's not a... That way the player doesn't stick to it when they fall. Hmm. Hang on, let's reload with my newfangled technology. Oh yeah, thanks for yeah. I like this music. Though admittedly I didn't actually know what it was until I saw it. Hmm. I don't know if I can beat this thing. Hmm. Maybe I'll just put that a little bit lower down. Oh, I know what I could do. Just to make it a little easier on myself. Alright. And there's some funk with this, so I'll have to do it a little bit better. Oh, I can get that. Maybe. All right. We now have an optional platforming thing. Alright, let's put... And this might teach the player about sloped surfaces and climbing and how if they climb on a steeper surface they drain stamina faster, or it might make them think that the game is crappy and that the climbing is inconsistent. That is a new one. You're not supposed to be able to jump here. When? Oh, wait. Hang on. I added that, I think, when I made it so the player can wall jump out of a kick, or out of a slide. If total stamina greater than 0. Okay. That was the obvious thing. Where can the player get if they just hold forward here? Alright, let's get that. Oh wait, hopefully these don't fiddle. I'll have to retest this. Okay. This could be an issue, because now the player can just jump from here to here. Wait. Actually, yeah, okay, I'll have to... Let's move this to, like, this side, then. And try to figure out how to make it, Wait, why are these bug pickups in here? Oh, okay, I see why. Because these used to be in there. Alright. So I'll have to go back down here. Let's test this one more time. I think I got a little carried ahead of myself, and I made it so now the platforming is invalidated. Actually, I know a perfectly good solution to this. Okay, that should make it not feasible to, like, cheese your way up there. Okay. So I can still climb up. Now let's test... Okay, so from here, can I high jump up to this? No. Okay, good. But I could use this gun to get up there. So I may want to gate. Oh yeah, but then again, the player is gated off from, I might make it so the player only gets the pistol in this tower. Like, and then they have to get out of the tower. Maybe. Because basically, you only get this gun after you get the pistol. But you can get the pistol and then just walk out of here. I'll see. Oh, right. Well, you know, a puzzle's so nice, we'll do it 40 times. Yeah, I'll need a different sound for that, because that's a little jarring. Wait, what? I broke it. I broke the switch. What? Huh? I broke the switch. Hang on. Is it some sort of live debug tomfoolery? Let's hope so. Okay, there's something just not correct about sync to physics, I think, is the issue. Oh wait, no. These ones. And then this. So I think it should be good. I really should fix these guys so they're not so janked out. Because I switched them from kinematic bodies to rigid bodies because I thought it'd be faster. But I don't think it's actually faster, I think it just hid the performance from the profiler. Alright, now let's try this. So the player has to do that to get their stamina back. And then they're here. Oh, I thought there was something wrong with the jump, but I just realized it's because the camera's so close in that it's weird how high Jackie jumps now. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but Jackie's like base jump is 1.5 meters, no, 1.25 meters, which doesn't sound like a lot, until you realize that until 2016, the world record for vertical jump was 1.2 meters. Which is why the gravity's so high, just to sort of like... Because it makes that massive jump feel like a regular jump. But okay. Now we got some funky stuff. And we're doing a little tightrope walking. Wait, wasn't there... Hang on. The entire point of this... Where's my... Didn't I have a thing that subtracted stuff here? Like there was like a... Oh, I didn't duplicate it. Yeah, the point of that was to do this. Because yeah, now it's just a straight shot. Well, actually, that might... Oh, wait, hang on. That might negatively impact the platforming here. Alright, let's just break this with this. Actually, I think this doesn't significantly help the player, this gun. Because they still need to, like... Yeah, this doesn't help. This doesn't help a lot, actually. Okay. That's good to know. I did a good job designing orthogonal weapons and abilities. I need a, like, fly button. Oh well. Okay, I need to move that. I know what I'm gonna do. Just move them a smidge higher. Oh wait, but this means that... Oh, that's interesting. Actually, I think I might make that on purpose. Yeah, that's officially on purpose. Now you have to have this deactivated. To have these... Oh wait, no. It works better like this. Broke again. Alright. I'll have to really thoroughly... Hang on, I'm gonna add that to the bugs. 3. Make sure switches... No, it's... Well, that guy did a good job. Wait, what the... Oh, I'm in here now. Why am I in here?
And in this house, the keeper is Jack. Now, some of you might wonder, who is Jack and what is it that Jack does? Jack is the one who gives you the power to jack your body. Jack is the one who gives you the power to do the snake. Jack is the one who gives you the key to the wiggly worm.
Jack sounds like a pretty good guy.
Learns you how to walk your body. Jack is the one that can bring nations and nations.
Is this just like... Is the rest of this just like a sermon?
You may be blind.
Okay, sorry for skipping the sermon. It's sort of like how sometimes I'll put Sewer Slut on, but anytime there's spoken dialogue in one of her songs, it's like, well, I guess it's not really comparable, because like a sermon is different from like basically the worst things that you could possibly imagine, which is what she puts in her songs, is like the like vocal cold opening of like 911 calls, or like people just saying really nasty things. Yeah, so I guess the sermon's not bad. Okay, let's add in-gameplay things, or here, or wherever. I keep alt-tabbing to the wrong thing. And it's about 8:30, so I should probably be done. But, oh, 7th floor is floor 3. Let's say she sells bullets. Riley, direct the player to the tower, respond. Okay. Dang it. And I can just... oh. Okay. Hang on. And if I ever pick up any ammo, it'll set my ammo back to the max amount. Oh wait, but I guess it won't... it'll never spawn ammo for me, I don't think. Because it spawns ammo based on how much you have relative to your max. Wait, where am I supposed to go here? Oh, I see. Where's this reflection probe? Okay, I see. There we go. Much better. Oh wait, hang on. Script, D-switch. If set on false, false, true. So if, where's the sound? Already off, already on. If not auto. otherwise... Alright, that's a dangerous game. I still have to fix that. Let's actually add that to bugs. Or like, didn't I put that in here, actually? Make it so some colliders can't crush the player. I'm getting too many bugs. Oh wait, I actually fixed this one about feathering. With every bunch of... Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. So now the player can use these to get up here. We got our lovely... Oh wait, I can just roll jump to this now. I'll fix that somehow. Oh well. That's not what I want. Okay. The player's a little too eager to roll. No. Dang it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna make a hole for the 4th floor, and then I'm gonna call it good for today. Alright, I don't have to do any more shooting. Okay. Let's save here. Which the player can't do. That's a privilege that I'm going to remove from the console commands when the demo's available. Also, I guess I should mention, once this level is done and gets where I want it to be, I'm probably going to release the first little introductory area as a demo. Alright, I forgot what I was gonna do. Which is, if we go here... So we have our beautiful things. Let's put a, fountain. I was getting a close look at that because I thought it had unsimplified colliders for a second there. But no, I would have noticed that. This is actually very mean. Oh wait, I know what I should do. I should just make it so that this thing is higher up. Because otherwise, the player's going to get confused by these. Should be like this, and there will be another little bug. Also, since we moved that up, let's move all of this up. Let's just move the whole thing. It's already so far down in there. And where are my beautiful lights? There we go. So that way it's even less likely the player will be able to cheese it and get up here. Unless they get, like, up there and get lucky. And it's almost far enough that I can cheese this. I can, just barely. And I thought I did intend to fix this bug. And that still works. Okay, so that's a good shortcut, if the player can figure out how to do that. Because it is basically just like an obscure knowledge check. Actually, now that I've done that, it should still be low enough that the player could grab onto the this part and see how much faster their stamina drains. Oh wait. That should still be higher though. Oh wait, no, it is higher. It's just okay. It's just busted because of the saving and loading and live debugging and all that stuff. All right, I'm gonna say that's good. This is not good. This update, because I know what this is, or at least multi-mesh system is spawning out origin. Let's just say multi-mesh system. It's weird because it works most of the time, but yeah, that's an important one. Alright, this seems like a nice little platform section. Alright, I guess that'll be it for today. So I'll be back sometime this week, either Friday or earlier. And I'll, I guess, keep working on this for a bit. This is turning out pretty nice. I think I should make more of the game instead of fiddling with profilers forever. But, whatever. See you later.